Good Friday morning, racing fans. Mike here with horseracingbarns.com. Hope everybody played yesterday. Had that early pick four. Ended up being a $10 investment. If you played both tickets, netted you $52.50. And that's okay. Anytime you got a little profit, no matter what it is, that's a good thing. Now, we didn't have so much luck on the late pick five, but if you played the selections in the last three races, that late pick three netted you $123. So not a bad day for a card that was less than perfect. Had some nice horses that won and paid some decent prices. Today, like I say, is Friday, so let's get started. And the first race is a $20,000 claimer for the mile and 16th. Now winners at 3 lifetime. As you know, we don't. It does start at pick three. If you like to play that early pick three, I'm going to single in here, and I'm going to single the 6-horse Taylor's Wise Lion. He just come off a win for 15 non-winners at 2 lifetime. Now 20 non-winners at 3 lifetime. It's not the best field in the world. He's probably going to be the favorite, but I'll go with him. The second race is the start of that pick four, that early pick four. And we're going to do a couple different tickets today. In this first leg, it's a 12.5 maiden claimer at the bottom of the barrel, 1 mile, 1 turn mile, and we're going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the emphasis here is going to be on the 7. And the reason why I like him better than the rest of them is he's been competitive. He's at least run second last time out, going longer. He steps back to a 1 turn mile from 2 turn mile in the 16th. Trainer's a good trainer. She's out of a stallion that I was very close to for a couple of years, Crafty Shaw. I worked for Pete Vestal, and he was one of Pete's last good horses. Horse made $1 million the hard way. Danced a lot of dances to get it. He was just a quality animal, come back from injury. He's not had a lot of foals, but this little filly looks like she's okay. We'll put emphasis on her, but again, this is a spread race. Race number 3, second leg, is a 30,000 claimer. Non-winners at 2 lifetime, 5 furlongs on the grass. And I've narrowed this race down to just 2. I like the 5, Uno's Wild Angel, who showed speed going a mile and 16th, now drops back to 5. Should suit him. And the 6, Romantic Juliet, who has had 1 start on grass, and it was a good closing second at this level. I think it's between those 2, and I'm only going to use 2 in there. The 4th race is the another bottom of the barrel maiden claimer, 12.5. This one's a sprint. I like 4 horses in here. I like the 6, 8, 11, and 12, but the emphasis is going to go on the 11 horse, Abiaka, and that's the reason why I'm going to single him in one of the pick 4s. Is he's taking a big drop. He's dropping from 35,000 down to 12.5 and showing speed going 2 turns. This is not a very good field. If he's any kind of shape at all, he should be tough in here. The 5th and final leg of the pick 4 is a mile and an 1/8 turf race for maiden 35,000 claimers. And I believe this race comes down to just 3. I like the 6, No Play, the 7, Magic Middleton, and the 8, Cabius. All 3 of these horses are shown some ability on the grass. A couple of them taking a 6 horse taking a drop, and a 7 and 8 both have run competitively at this level. So our 2 tickets are going to look like this. On 1 ticket, we're going to single the 7, and we're going to use the 5, 6 in the next leg, with the 6, 8, 11, 12, with the 6, 7, and 8, and that's going to cost $12. The other ticket, we're going to do 4, 5, 6, and 8, with the 5, 6, with the 11 with the 6, 7, and 8. And that also is a $12 ticket. So we're going to have two $12 tickets here, and hopefully we can cash this thing and move on to the pick 5, which starts in race 6. And race 6 is a 15,000 open claimer for 3-year-olds only. And you don't see a whole lot of these races as we get near the middle part of the year. They usually start putting the 3-year-olds with the other horses. But here we get the opportunity to just have 3-year-olds. And I'm going to single here. I'm going to single the Bruce Brown claimed D Next Experience, the 6 horse. Bruce Brown, very good off claims. He claimed his horse for $15,000, ran him on turf for $25,000. He didn't run a bad race, but definitely was a little bit over his head. He brings him back to 15, where he probably belongs. So we're going to single him. In the 7th race, the second leg, we got a nice maiden special weight of 5 furlongs on the turf. I like 3 horses in here. I like the 4 Street Line for Ian Wilkes. Tries the grass for the first time. Has a pedigree that says grass should suit him. I like the 9 Ducky McLean. This was a horse entered the other day that we liked. And then scratched Johnny V for Linda Rice. And we also like the 11 Katarina Camille for Mark Hennig. Showed a pretty good race last time, going 5 furlongs in this level. Is well bred. Nice mare heritage of gold. More than ready. It says grass. We're going to put emphasis on the 9 because this horse will be the favorite. And her lone a race against fillies on the grass was very, very good. Johnny V sticks with her. They scratched out of that race the other day for this spot. They must have saw something they liked. That would be a single for me. But again, I think the 4 and 11 deserve respect. Race 8 is a 7.5 furlong turf race for optional claim. A starter allowance $25,000. Horses have started for 25 or less. Boy, the 1 horse looks like a standout in here. Dark Cove for Kidding McPeak. Just won at this level in easy fashion. Gets Julian Leperoux back. His 5 wins and 15 lifetime starts. Just likes to win. He looks very tough to beat. I also like the 3 Nicky Sandcastle a little bit. Pretty consistent colt. Runs hard every time. You got to like the 9. Chosen Empire. Elizabeth Gray claims this horse back off Nick and Annie, who claimed it off of her. She obviously likes him. I'm not sure. I have mixed feelings. The 10 is Little Nick. Very consistent horse. He's just been sprinting. He's going to try 2 turns for the first time in a while. The one and only time he won a mile. He ran pretty good. So, he deserves respect in here too. If I was going to go deep, I'd go 1, 3, 9, and 10. But I lean towards the 1. The 9th race is an allowance race for non-winners of 2 other than optional claimers. And I've narrowed this field down to just 2. I like the 5 Philippe for Jimmy Baker. First race since September was a 5 furlong turf race where he got off slow, got out there, just ran around the track, probably got himself some exercise. He's come back to 6.5 on the main track, which is probably his game. He's 4-1, gets Prado. Live horse indeed. And the 7 is Shrewd One for Phil Serpy. Serpy hasn't started many horses down here. He's basically a New York trainer. This is a New York bred. This horse ran a big race, though, in his one and only start down at Gulfstream this year. He had 2 starts last year that were also very good. This is a quality horse that deserves a look in here. I think it comes down to those 2. We'll use the 5 and 7. Moving on to the 10th and final. And this is a 1 1/8 on the turf for maiden 35s. I look for horses that look like they want to go that far. I've got it down to 4. I like the 1 Late Starter, who's probably the favorite. He's taking a drop from maiden special weight to 35,000. Also like the 6 Slinger for Ian Wilkes. Seems to fit at the level. should enjoy the extra distance. This is his first time going that long. The 7 is Love Man for Dogwood Stables, and Frank Alexander also should enjoy the extra 16th of a mile, dropping from 75 to 35. And lastly, we'll use the bottom horse Phineas for Michael Matz. I'm not sure if he wants to go this far, but he is taking a drop. And, you know, he's only had one lifetime start. He has a right to improve. I would go 4 deep in here. So my pick 4 ticket will, my pick 5 ticket will look like this. We'll single in the first leg with 6. We'll go 3 deep in the second leg, 4, 9, 11. We'll single Dark Cove in race number 8, the 1. We'll go 5 and 7 in the 9th. And then we'll finish it up with the 1, 6, 7, 11 in the last race. That'll be a $12 pick 5. There's some other ways you can go in here if you're, if you don't like those singles, but that's how we're looking at today. This is not a bad Friday card. Tomorrow, of course, is Saturday. We're expecting some better racing tomorrow. We also have the Spiral Stakes at Turfway Park, and we'll take a look at that and some of the races on the undercard there at Turfway, because it is their biggest day of the meet. We wish everyone good luck. Hope everybody cashed yesterday. Go Wildcats tonight. We need to get those guys home tonight, and let's make some money today. And we'll see you tomorrow, same time. May the horse be with you.